I did the most courageous thing I've ever had to do in my life, and it was supposed to forgive myself wholeheartedly and sincerely in order to let the inner child in me go, in order for the woman who stands before you today to take over with no more fear, guilt, and shame. We walk around with little people inside of us.
Yes.
Little men and little women.
Yes.
That's why we react the way we act. That's why we place blame. There is no ownership. There is no accountability. January 2nd, 2016, I got a tattoo, which is my accountability symbol, and it says love and live in truth. Love and live in truth. I decided to make a commitment to God, myself, and my husband to learn to let go of the past and learn to love, accept, and forgive myself in order to find my peace. But my true revelation and aha moment didn't really hit me until I ended up in the hospital 5 years ago. I had fibroids, I had tumors. They got infected. I was in the hospital 13 days, 8 antibiotics in and out my system. I lost a baby. I woke up one morning, gray, lips blue. I had the first surgery. Had that surgery, they cut me from here to here, like a C-section. So I always gave birth to a fibroid. About when I was 25, I had 3 miscarriages. I had a baby fall out of me in 6 months. I had to catch it before I fell into the toilet. So those are my experiences. And then on top of that, 3 weeks after my gallbladder surgery, fibroid surgery, my gallbladder was damaged upon repair, so I had to have surgery number 2. Still healing from the first surgery. I lost 26 pounds in 1 week. But my faith kept me going.
Amen.
Yes, thank
And
God.
2 weeks later, I got up, I put on my wedding dress, and I said I do to my husband. I said I do to my
Ooh,
husband.
it just gave me chills.
Yes.
It was truly a wake-up call for me, realizing that life is definitely worth living, and each moment is worth making memories. I realized that I needed to start living and not just exist. I needed to start living in my legacy instead of leaving a legacy.
Right.
When you leave this earth, if people are saying, oh my gosh, she was an amazing person, you can't come up from the grave and say, oh, thank you, I appreciate it.
Right, right.
So I choose to live in my legacy every single day.
That's right.
Live in your legacy.
Yes.
I had to make a decision to practice positive thinking and living each day. I made the choice to wake up every morning with a purpose, no matter how small, and to remember I've survived and accomplished instead of my regrets and guilt.
Right.
It's a very long journey, and I'm still on my journey, but at this time in my life, I know what matters most. I know what matters. So when I wake up in the morning, my first thing is to take a deep breath. So ladies, take a deep breath. I want you to feel your heartbeat, touch it, see how beautiful it is. It's the most amazing gift you will ever have in this life. So when you're going through the bullshit of the daily basis, sorry, child, touch your heartbeat, feel it, because it could stop at any given moment.
Right.
When you're walking down the step, your heartbeat can stop. When you're arguing with a person, heartbeat can stop. When you're making love to your husband or your wife, heartbeat can stop. Cherish that. I'm proud to say I found my peace. I found myself. I absolutely love the woman I see when I look in the mirror. I get stripped naked at home. And I look at my scars, I look at my stretch marks, I look at the fibers, I look at everything. And I had to learn to accept and embrace this person because I have to live with her. You
Right.
have to live with yourself.
Yes.
You have to live with everything. The black hair, the curly hair, the straight hair, the kinky hair. You know, one boob might be bigger than the other.
Right.
You might have big breasts, no ass, big ass, no titties. Like, you have to live with that because that is who you are.
Right.
Trust me, I wear my Spanx. I didn't want to wear Spanx today, so I wore jeans. Because I'm going to go eat later and pig out. It's my birthday. I'm
That's right.
Own
That's
who
right.
you are. Own your body.
Yeah.
You know, at home, I walk around with fishnet bodysuits, and I'm like,
Hey.
baby.
Hey.
It's like, woo-woo.
Exactly.
It took me 38 years, well, actually 39 today,
Woo-hoo.
to get here at this moment in space.
I wanna look at
truly
y'all
say
at
I have
39.
arrived. How many of you in this room can say you've arrived? How many?